AskReddit by ZDVJ. What's an unhealthy obsession people have? Love to hate. Deleted. Being in a relationship no matter the cost. Legit this. I've been single 4 years now and I'm not exaggerating when I say it's the happiest I've been in my entire life. I wish I could go back and tell younger me that she didn't have to spend so much time and energy on people who would never treat her the way she deserved. It's so much better for your self-esteem and mental health to treat yourself the way you deserve to be treated, rather than hope someone else is going to come along and do it for you. People are obsessed with youth and some people will do anything to maintain its appearance. The ironic part is that a lot of the things people do to make themselves look younger and better just makes them look worse. 24-hour news cycles. It's good to stay involved and informed, but goddamn, if people would just turn off the news, including Reddit, I feel like 90% of our culture war would disappear overnight and we could focus on the real issues. Having to be first. It's okay if you beat me to the pump, or if you beat me to the grocery checkout line. It's okay if you get to the freeway exit before me, or pull in front of me on the highway. I'm patient, and it's a virtue. Edit. Holy cow. Never had a comment blow up like this. Have to credit my father who taught me this. He was an airline captain for over 30 years who is a very patient man. Thanks, Dad. I have a ridiculously slow processing speed. I had to learn that if I am first, I probably did something wrong. Obsession with their social media image. A friend of mine's mother almost spends every waking hour on FB and Instagram. She is constantly updating the world on her life. My friend has had to stop sending her pics of his children because they would immediately end up on her FB. She has fallen for a number of scams, thankfully stopped by friend before she lost money. It seems the only source of validation in her life are the upvotes and likes of friends, relatives and strangers. An obsession with everything celebrities are doing. Inclusive of influencers, streamers, and any other random person with a webcam. We get mad at narcissism but go out of our way to throw money at these folks. Not everybody needs to be a brand. The overwhelming majority of us are just plain, ordinary humans and that's okay. Pointless relationships. Settling for less just because you think you can't be alone is not healthy. I think it's even more nuanced than that in the sense that people don't know what to truly prioritize as important for a successful relationship. In my 20s, I'd think of it as the biggest red flag in terms of compatibility if the person I was dating didn't share my taste in music, books, movies, etc. I went through a ton of relationships that seemingly started out great, only to fizzle or blow up because I wasn't focusing on what makes two people actually compatible, like the ability to apologize when you're wrong, the desire to learn more about your soul's interests, and a mutual understanding of what you both consider important vs stuff that really doesn't matter. My wife and I have completely different hobbies and tastes, and it's hands down the best and easiest relationship I've ever been in. I go to all of her games, she comes to shows with me, and through that mutual interest of getting to know each other more, we've grown more interested in each other's respective hobbies. Work productivity. Everybody needs a break. Not just every once in a while, but often. Almost everyone in my office grabs their lunch and eats at their desk while working. Like you literally get hour-and-a-half breaks if you want. What are you doing, lol? I always get on my phone and watch a show or YouTube while eating my lunch for the full time. Edit, and no one here does it till even an hour earlier. Our obsession with each other's lives. Seriously, just let people live as long as they're not hurting anyone. Just leave people the fuck alone. Yep, I don't care what or who you are. Just be a decent person and don't try to meddle with my life and we'll be cool. Their phones. It's one thing to keep yourself busy, it's another to never let yourself be bored. Being bored is important sometimes, It makes you think, helps clear your head. Phones make it ridiculously easy to never let yourself get bored, to the point where it ain't healthy. Wow. I actually never thought of it this way. I am so guilty of never letting myself get bored. Literally, just changed my FKN perspective. Being right all the time. This goes both ways. Terrible if it takes the form of never admitting wrongness. Not so bad if it takes the form of googling damn near everything, assuming their Google foo is solid, and changing their position if it's an error. Other people's sex lives. Sounds like our AskReddit. Being on their phone all the time, especially while driving. I see this literally every day, despite laws against it. I constantly have to honk at people sitting at green lights, because they can't possibly be inconvenienced with their own thoughts for 2 minutes sitting at a red light. Celebrity worship. They are just normal people, guys, no different biologically than us. And not just that. If they have significant income, they really do become more distant from reality, and out of touch. Their agent is constantly telling them what a genius they are, because he gets 10%. Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, TikTok, videos that shorten our attention span. And YouTube is trying so hard to push shorts, you can hide them but they just start popping back up after 30 days. Arguing with strangers on social media. But you're wrong. The need to brag about how little rest you got between working. We get it, you got 3 hours of sleep, that sucks, but it's not the flex you think it is. Edit, I mean as in people one-upping each other for how little rest they get, like one person saying I got 5 hours and another saying 5, I only got 3, etc. I know. So many people want to brag about working 12-hour days 7 days a week, but I'm thinking, who the hell wants to live that kind of life? Money isn't worth it. Staying distracted and always being busy. Never just being alone with ourselves. As a depressed person, staying distracted is the only thing saving my life right now. People obsess over virtual numbers like Snapchat streak or likes on Instagram photos. I'm older, so in my 20s I was on a message board. Got pretty into it and on a trip overseas met a bunch of people from that message board. That aspect was great. But it got to a point where you could upvote comments and see what other members upvoted or downvoted you, and sometimes they would leave you messages. I guess like Reddit, but you were more familiar with specific people. I realized I was often thinking about the updates, worrying about the downvotes and thinking about comments and posts these relative strangers made. It was taking up a lot of brain space and I was allowing myself to get sucked in. So I left. This was the early 2000s and just before social media took off. I can't deal with social media such as FB, Instagram, etc. because of those early experiences with those message boards. Reddit is big enough to not be as personal for me. Professional sports. Hey, I love my own teams, but if you are hurting following a victory or loss by your team, then it is time to seek counseling. The worst is fans of opposing teams fighting each other at games. It's fucking pathetic. You can seriously get online and watch countless videos of two people fighting over schools that neither of them ever attended. Like, chill people, it's just a fucking game. Deleted. Alcohol seems especially prevalent with wine or craft beers. It's to the point where people are a bit over the top with it. I love a good craft beer. But, damn. It's not a lifestyle. It's not a personality trait. I'm not a bearded, hahaha, guy drinking a few beers each night. I'm just a dude enjoying an alcoholic beverage. And it's not healthy at that point, either. I'm switching to Friday and Saturday only, and only if I'm out or with friends. Otherwise, I gotta get healthy. I've been drinking water, but I go through it so fast, 5 gallons in less than a week. Judging by this thread, inserting another comment of celebrities instead of just upvoting the original. Social media. Reddit. Cocaine and ketamine these days it seems. I don't know, but I just got a mocha frappe from McDonald's and I'm pretty sure my new obsession with iced coffee is unhealthy. Tastes way too good to be acceptable. Deleted. What they eat. For some people this obsession can turn dangerous. Politics. It's a big club, and you're not in it. George Carlin. Disney. This is coming from someone who takes their family to Disney several times a year and enjoys the time together. Some people base their entire personality off Disney and literally live their lives by the mouse. That can't be healthy. Disney adults are so weird. The need to be right and feel like theirs is the only opinion that matters. I don't care about being right, which is why I have the dumbest opinions and the hottest takes. Unpopular opinion, but positivity. I'm talking about toxic positivity that those self-help gurus make millions on roping desperate and vulnerable people into their cult-like seminars. Have a problem in your life? Buy my book. Be a better you. It's not the world that's the problem, it's your me and set. To be clear, there are so many great self-help books out there, but most are total crap and cash grabs promoting more products. Exactly this. And there are so many other people using positivity and mindset just to rope frustrated people into a scam or multi-level marketing pyramid scheme. There's a new game that points this out, where Harley Quinn starts selling that be a better you, be fearless stuff to Gotham, a city that's constantly anxious about the next cloud of laughing gas, fear toxin, or cryogenic gas to explode over the city. A crowd of people follow her, get implants to make them fearless, and turn into her puppets. Porn. Sugar. It's in everything. It's addictive. It's usually unnecessary and added so that the food is delicious and addictive. Merging their political affiliation ideology with their personality. Basically any obsession is unhealthy, Disney. I have a friend who considers the Magic Kingdom home. Everything is Disney themed. Dude, get another hobby. I am super weirded out by adults who are obsessed with Disney. There's something strange, and a little creepy, going on there. I haven't put my finger in it yet. Weed. I know a lot of people who love to say they are not, but it's truly an epidemic. Literally cannot function without it. I sometimes smoke, but nothing annoys me quite like dude with a Bob Marley weed leaf flag in his room talking about how nothing but weed and has no interests or hobbies that don't involve smoking weed. The celebrity obsession is out of control. Why care how strangers live their lives? I've never understood it.